What Alan's lacked in size, he's always made up for in spirit. But the policeman says he was bullied by his colleagues for years because of his height, and he's not taking it anymore.
Alan Thorne might be short, but when it comes to being a police officer, he's always held his own.
I've been this height since I was 14. I just didn't grow anymore, but I'm still just as hard and still as tough as you blokes.
The 64-year-old is on stress leave. Do you miss it?
Yeah, I do. I miss it a fair bit. Yeah.
Alan says it wasn't the crooks who pushed him out. It was his colleagues.
Turned me into a whistleblower. I didn't want to be a whistleblower. I didn't want to push no barra, but this is what they've created.
When your job is fighting crime, police expect the station to be the one place they can feel safe. But Alan Thorne says he became the target of his own colleagues, putting up with years of relentless ridicule, all because of his height.
When I first started, I was always warned that I was going to cop a little bit because of my height. I'm only 5'4", and age, being 47. And I said, well, I can handle it. I'm hard enough, tough enough.
Alan says the short joke started while he was still training.
One of the instructors, he christened me Frodo, and I had no idea what Frodo meant until I asked one of the young blokes there, who informed me it was a hobbit out of Lord of the Rings. I don't believe a lot of people would have known my real name. They just knew me as Frodo.
Did you laugh along with them?
You kind of just laugh it off and just say, yeah, right, whatever, and just do what you got to do. Because as I said, I just ward off a duck's back early on.
The odd joke, like a gnome from his Kris Kringle, quickly escalated to this. Images the New South Wales Police Force couldn't be proud of.
The Great Little Wall of Thorny, they christened it. So it's a 4 metre by 2 metre corkboard in the muster room.
It took pride of place inside Campbelltown Police Station. It's offensive.
A picture of 3 female dwarfs, and they've got the caption underneath it, Thorny's Groupies.
Insulting.
It's obviously a midget in a nappy with my head stuck on.
Irresponsible.
Obviously a dwarf firing a pistol, so we've got to do a shoot every year. So somebody decided this must have portrayed me.
And unprofessional.
Somebody's taken a picture of their midget horse, and it says apparently Thorny has put in for the Mounties, the Mounties being the horse, the local horse brigade, and his horse is ready, so referring that that's the only horse I'd be able to get on.
Alan, why did you take these pictures?
Well, at the start there was only a couple, and it just grew and grew and grew. I decided, well, now it's about time that I actually can prove that this did happen. So
as a former police officer, I just couldn't believe that a workplace would have such material up on the wall.
Solicitor Paul James from Operational Legal Australia has taken on Alan's case.
This went way too far, and this is what happens when you have workplace banter that isn't checked, and over time, and this is a period of like four or so years, where these images were there. We even had a situation where a detective superintendent, a commander, laughed at that board and just walked past it, acknowledging that it may affect the employee, but did nothing to tear it down.
It's been a rough couple of years for Alan. He was disciplined for misconduct.
Because I got involved with a DV victim, which I did 7 or 8 months after the incident. I thought it was long enough, but I was informed that it's never long enough.
Many might say that you are bringing all this up now about the bullying and harassment because you got in trouble and got punished. What do you say to that?
I don't really want to put up with this, but I don't want to make myself a target either. I don't want to be seen as weak, I suppose, because you show your weakness in the cops, whether it be to the outside or the inside side of the cops, you get targeted.
This is a little more...
He was also diagnosed with prostate cancer, and Alan says his colleagues made fun of that too when he returned to work.
And I walked up to that's called my pigeonhole, that's where all my correspondence goes, and I found this in the box. It's urine drainage bags that you attach to a catheter.
When you saw that, how did that make you feel?
I was boiling. I went off my tree.
We've taken it to the Police Minister to seek a meeting with him, a mediation, and also asked for the Police Commissioner and Professional Standards Command to conduct an investigation in relation to toxic workplace culture.
In a statement, the New South Wales Police Force says it does not tolerate bullying and harassment in the workplace.
Unfortunately, the culture in the police of not coming forward or speaking up, I think there's too many employees that suffer in silence.
What message do you want to send by taking this legal action?
Well, I would like the police to accept the fact that this thing happens and to stop it. Get off your backsides and do something serious, or you're going to lose people left, right and centre.
Alan is hoping to resolve his dispute without having to take formal legal action. We'll keep you posted.